How's it going, everybody? This is YouTube user SodaCon1, and today we have another episode of Friend Game Challenge. This time, this game challenge is brought to you by YouTube user GameDay_J, or excuse me, no, it's GameDay 2011. This is again SodaCon1, and today we're going to be playing Sonic Spinball. The rules for this one in particular, we decided on we should just do a 20 minutes time limit for the game. That's it, nothing else. And I gotta be honest with you guys up front. This is a game that we both owned at one point, so it's gonna be a little oh shit, kind of strange playing this game after 20-some years. Like I said, I used to own this game. He used to own this game too, apparently. And this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, the rules are 20-minute time limits. Yeah, he decided he wanted to see how I would do on this game, and I guess how we would do each. So, I should guys tell you now, you probably noticed by now that there is no sounds, background music, I mean. The reason why there is no sound is because I had to disable it, guys. It was just, the music was just too overbearing, too loud, and I couldn't turn down the audio. So I just decided just to disable the background music completely so I can just play this game in peace and be able to try to talk to you guys without interruptions from just overbearing music. I think it has to just be the emulator. So how you guys doing today? It's what is today? It's a Friday. Are you anybody guys out there gonna be doing anything this weekend? I can tell you right now where I'm at. It's obviously still spring, and in particular the geographical area where I live, we're pretty well known for our wet season, and it's just been raining non-stop, and we've had a storm, not a snowstorm, no tornadoes, thank God, said the atheists. Just very high winds. We had like winds with speed gusts, gust speeds, or gusts, or whatever the fucking word is, like 50 miles an hour. It broke a few windows in my house actually, so yeah, kind of not fucking happy about having some windows being broken out because of these damn winds. So if you guys have any requests or ideas for games you'll like to see me or GameDay_J play, and eventually we'd like to get some other guys involved. I mean, it'd be kind of something fun to see. Maybe we can get a little movement going on YouTube. But okay, if you guys have any requests for games, we got some rules. The game will have to be something from the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, the original Nintendo, and I believe MAME. You know, for our arcade games. And yeah, if you guys got any ideas for games you'd like to see us tackle, pick a game from one of the systems I just mentioned out. You got to pick the rules. I mean, what's the rules? What are the objectives? What we got to do in the game? And leave it in the comment section. And who knows? Maybe you'll see your game request next. What am I gonna do? I'm like stuck. I don't know what I'm supposed to fucking do. Again, like I said, it's been like 20 years, at least 20-some years since I've last played this game. And yeah, I should maybe talk about that for a minute. Oh, there we go. Like I said, it's been well over 20 years. I used to own this game, and it took me a couple of years to actually beat this game. Probably, I want to say maybe like 5, just to be conservative with the years to beat this game. I can't remember when exactly I got this game, if it was for a birthday one year, or if it was Christmas. Oh shit. It's like I got it one year, and I was so excited. It was a Sonic game, and I was like, yeah, Sonic, I love Sonic. Sonic 3 being my particular favorites, guys. I know Game Day doesn't like Sonic 3 in particular. But, you know, it's like, you know, maybe I kind of heard something about maybe I'm going to be getting a Sonic game, and, you know, I was really excited. Like, cool, Sonic, you know, one of my favorite games from the Genesis days. I had Sonic 2. I never had Sonic 1 or our own Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles. I just rented those games. But, you know, I was excited. Then when I got it, it was like, yeah, Sonic, Spinball. Thank you, I guess. I should say thank you, Mom and Dad. You can probably tell I probably wasn't too very excited about it. And, so I've had it for many years, and it's just one of those games where it's like, you know, it was way over my head for its time, or the time I got it, and, you know, I didn't really like it, so I never really played it as much. So that's why it took me probably like 5 years to really beat it. After every so often I plug it in and see, you know, how far I can get in there before I give up and say, fuck this game is stupid. I've had a few games like that. Street Fighter 2010 for the original Nintendo. I mean, I loved that game. Never beat that game. And I guess going back down here, I don't know where the fuck Sonic's going. Got a emerald, cool. I guess I gotta collect these emeralds. So how you guys enjoying this so far? You guys liking this? I know Game Day is going to be playing this too. He's probably playing it right now. That's probably what you heard, that little text message sound. So I wonder how good Game Day is going to do. This is his request. I don't know if 20 minutes is probably too much. It's already been like 9 minutes, and I'm already bored with this. But I said we'll do 20 minutes, so I gotta stick with it, guys. So I've only died once, and I think I might get in the hang of this game again. So yeah, for you guys who might be curious about my channel, I recently completed a playthrough, which you know, everybody calls playthroughs walkthroughs, like let's watch or let's play. I think those names are just tacky and just been overused and abused. So I call my particular playthroughs now playing. So anyway, I have a now playing a list for Resident Evil 0, the HD remastered, upscale, whatever you want to call it. Guys, check it out. That was a total blind playthrough. I've never owned or never played Resident Evil 0. Then when it finally came out, this remaster, last month, or no, back in January, excuse me. That was my first time playing it. So yeah, you can watch me struggle pretty damn hard on that fucking game. Must say, I like Resident Evil 0, even though the story's shit, kind of tacky in spots. And we obviously, it's a whole prequel game, and you know, prequels are kind of a acquired taste, in my opinion. Especially this game, since we all know that Rebecca, she can't die in the game because she's vital to Resident Evil 1. But still, even with maybe some of that negativity, I still thought it was a good game. And I'm looking forward to the Resident Evil 2 remake from Capcom. Yeah, hopefully, you know, it's been like more than half a year. How many months has it been? Like 7-8 months since we've had an official confirmation that they're going to make a full-on remake of Part 2 from the ground up. And it's March now, So, shit, maybe this coming E3 in June, we gotta probably get some damn information and pictures and video and stuff of what the game is gonna look like, at least a preview of it. What do you guys think? Are you guys fans of Resident Evil? Me in particular, an elitist, I'll say it. For me, it's gotta be the originals. The original PlayStation 1 versions of 1, 2, and 3 to a degree. Kind of have mixed feelings on Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Oh yeah, Code Veronica. I can't forget Code Veronica. That still was made in the vein of the original old school Resident Evil games. Then there's obviously Zero, and then there's the remaster of Zero. Then there's that remake of Resident Evil 1 that originally came out on Nintendo GameCube, and there was a remaster for that last year. I like that too. Haven't beat it yet. I'm still in the laboratory part, guys. I just don't got very much to do, but I'm just stuck, and I just haven't been in the mood to play it lately. So, what's your guys' favorite Resident Evils? I played Resident Evil 4. I actually owned it at one time. That's when Resident Evil changed. That's when the movies. It's probably when Resident Evil 4 came out. Gosh, it must have been like when the third or fourth movie came out, or been out. And yeah, the movies influenced the games heavily. Excuse me, not heavily. So I know I've seen Capcom said something like, yeah, the movies played an influence on Resident Evil 4, and they wanted to do something different a little bit with it. And to me, like I said, I'm an elitist. That's when it went downhill from there. Resident Evil 4 is okay in small doses. Personally, my biggest gripe with that, the whole mechanics of the game and it no longer being like the traditional Resident Evil games, is that whole behind the shoulder camera shit. That's what major problem I have with these new Resident Evil games. I never played 5. I've only played a demo. Excuse me, I'll retract. I've only played the demo of 5. I never played the full game or owned it. Never played 6, even though people shit on that game heavily. Excuse me. Heavily. Yeah, heavily, not heavenly. Maybe it is heavenly. I don't know. I know Game Day Jay, I know he'll be watching this and he'll comment. I know you liked Resident Evil 6, and you thought I kind of got a bad rep. So, yeah, maybe you'll leave some comments of like what you liked about Resident Evil 6, and then maybe you can just leave some comments of what you didn't like. I'm fucking struggling, guys, as you can see. I'm not really fucking getting far. I wonder how Game Day is going to be on his playthrough. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Yeah, we got an election season here again in this country. It's down to just Bernie Sanders and Hillary on the Democrat side, which is a total crock of shit. Because we all know Hillary's been anointed the fucking Democrat nominee, and she's been anointed since 2012, when they fucking were talking about her non-stop being the next president, and her being the next Democrat nominee. This is when we were in election in 2012, and all that horse shit. They call that mind conditioning, folks, where they condition your mind to believe certain shit, And then on the Republican side, we had them talk about Jeb Bush nonstop, who was a Republican nominee. Jeb Bush, who happens to be, a Bush, and the brother of W. And yeah, they were saying how he was going to be the Republican nominee, then he'll be the next president. And again, that's back in 2012. They just kept conditioning people, putting these ideas in people's heads, like we're in 2012. That election won't be for another 4 years, but yet they're talking about it like it's happening then and now. So things change. Like, it's just down to Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, which let's just face it, folks. I'll be honest. Fucking Bernie Sanders is not a legitimate presidential candidate. He's just there because he's just there to make people go, oh yeah, it's there's more than just Hillary. to choose from. We all know Hillary's been fucking the nominee since 2012. It's just, he's there to look like there's competition when there's the opposite. There isn't any competition. And then on the Republican side, we had Jeb Bush, but he dropped out, which is funny because, you know, he's a Bush, and with that oligarchy, family dynasty, you know, he was primed for to be the next president because of his pedigree. But he dropped out, supposedly. And Donald Trump, you know, is the big deal. Which, by the way, folks, I'm just going to tell you right now, you hear my opinion, Donald Trump is not a real candidate. He's just there as a smokescreen, just to take a lot of votes from people until the convention happens for Republicans back, I think in July, or maybe it's in June or July. June or July, the Republicans are going to have their convention. And then they'll nominate somebody there. I still believe it's going to be Jeb Bush. He's been the Republican choice all along. But there's only left is Ted Cruz, Mark Rubio, and then John Kasich. I believe that's what his name is. How's it pronounced? Kasich? He's like the Ohio governor. Maybe you guys disagree with me. Some people believe it's Mark Rubio's the anointed Republican nominee. Maybe he'll be the one that's selected at the convention and totally spit in the face of people who still believe this whole presidential process, election process, you know, that we actually have a voice when we don't. Because I'll tell you, folks, because I've actually been to a Republican convention, my local county convention, where, you know, caucus primary, where, you know, we've picked a person that we were going to vote for, and then when I went to my primary caucus, you know, you tell them who you're voting for, they write it down, then you go to your designated area according to your little precinct, where your registration says your precinct number is. And then you meet up with other people. If anybody shows up, you know, you just kind of get to know them a little bit, and obviously you got to tell them who you're voting for and why, and you're basically like debating people, you know, like you're having like a little mini debate election between other people from your precincts. So we did that. I became a delegate, alternate delegate. There's just a regular delegate and there's an alternate delegate, as how it goes. And then you gotta join the local convention, county party, excuse me, the local Republican party. Then we went to the convention, you know, rode tables with other people. It was a pretty interesting process because from there, people are jockeying for the state convention, and of course that's when you gotta, like, you know, you have your choice, and you gotta like debate people, tell them why this person, my candidate, should be the nominee and stuff. And then you kind of hold a little election where, you know, who you vote for, who should be the delegate to represent you, the county, at the state convention. And then once we never went to the state convention, by the way, because it was like more money. You got to join the state party, and it's like another $100, $200, and it's a bunch of horse shit. So, but if I did go to the state convention, that's when everybody from the state has to get together, obviously. Then again, you go for that process again, like who you're voting for, who you're going to vote for. Then you got to debate people, and then again, that's when you vote on who should represent the state to go to the national convention. And from what I understand, the national convention, I think, was going to cost like $5,000, which is a total crock of shit. But when I went, my choice was Ron Paul, because he was the only person that made fucking sense, because he actually doesn't bullshit people. And this is 2012, and obviously Romney was the quote-unquote selected nominee for Republicans. But this is the year when Rick Santorum, Mr. Frothy, Mr. fucking religious guy, he was like making some noise, and people were actually big supporters of Santorum, and there was not any Romney supporters at all at the convention when I went. I had like one person for Gingrich, Newt Gingrich, one for like Rick Perry, the Texas governor. I think maybe had one person that was for Gary Johnson, who was eventually dropped out and ran on the Libertarian Party ticket. So I guess that's been 20 minutes now, guys. But shit, I'm just rambling on about shit. Probably you guys have already tuned out by now. What do you guys think? I didn't really get anywhere. I didn't think I got anywhere. Let's see how Game Day does. Game Day, you let me know how you do. What do you think? This is YouTube user Sodacon1 at youtube.com/Sodacon and a numerical number 1. And I'm signing out, guys.